Got some estimates here this morning we need to get done, so I'm going to take you guys along with us. Love you.
Love you.
If you guys are wondering what that is with the light on it, it's just so I can keep track of what I'm filming because I have the head mount on. This is just kind of our mud room where we try to keep all the trash out of the house. Doesn't always work, but when you got kids, you definitely want to have an area where they can kick the shoes off because they don't discriminate. They will run straight up in the house covered in mud and grass and everything else. So yeah, buddy. So this isn't going to be a typical day, but it's still going to be a day because it is Saturday. Get the truck warming up. Get a dew on the window. Morning, chicken. All right, guys, so I'm just making sure they still got feed. So these are automatic feeders. This one's completely empty. These two still got food in it. Still got a little bit of water in here, and they have an automatic waterer out back. So I'm not gonna worry about that at the moment. Make sure we have no predators in here. We have dealt with some snakes this year. We had to take care of one that was eating a ton. So we got some eggs in here already this morning. We don't typically collect until the kids get off of school. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 13 right now. Typically we get a dozen and a half a day, so about 18 a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. So typical morning, we would just go ahead and load everything up that we were gonna need for the day. Every day is different, guys. Some days we need hedge trimmers, and some days we need more rakes or shovels, you know, spade shovels, whatever. Some days we might need the mulch force. Some days we might need a blower, pressure washer, who knows. We just make that decision every single morning, and then we go ahead and load up, and then we're heading out. But today, we're not gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing something a little bit different. So I got 8 estimates yesterday, and I'll be honest with you guys, right now we're being pretty picky with our estimates. Just simply our lawn care is pretty much booked out. We're booking fall cleanups. Obviously we're booking commercial snow removal. We have 8 estimates to get done, and 2 of those estimates I need to go out to because, you know, we use the Element software, and I cannot see a good enough visual of those properties to make a good enough estimate. So I went ahead and told the customer, hey, I'll come out this morning, take a look at it. But, you know, if I gotta only go look at 2 out of every 8, 10, which is probably typical, that saves us a ton of time that we don't have right now, because that's the biggest thing you learn as your business grows and gets bigger and bigger. All right, so we're coming up to our first location here. Simply all these trees are what was impacting me being able to take a look at the satellite view here. So it's this one here. It's actually a duplex, an apartment, and the gentleman just bought it. So I kind of gave him just a rough estimate on the phone just to see, you know, if it threw him off or not. Turn the light on, and yeah, I don't need to talk to anybody, so I don't need any business cards. These are just his tenants. I get out here and walk it real quick. So it's actually a top unit and a bottom unit. Like I said, he just bought it. Definitely will need some leaf cleanups. Beautiful place. Nice, easy property. You know, obviously the edging hasn't been done in a long time. So yeah, these trees all around here were blocking the satellite view. So the main things I look for are obstructions in the lawn. So this right here, we can mow really fast. Oh, well, all that grass is there, but okay. So all this we can mow really fast, but when you get into like trees and stuff, if there was a ton of trees out here, it would slow you down dramatically. So trimming's pretty basic, just around the house. Now I can mow down here and I can mow a bit up onto this bank, but that centerpiece is still all gonna have to be trimmed out down into this culvert area. Looks like there's not much trash though. That's one thing you gotta look for, especially whenever you're dealing with renters, is are they cleaning up after themselves? This unit looks really nice. Kind of unique, you know, being two different. That's, you can tell that was just a house at some point. All right, guys, so I seen what I needed to see. Let's head to our next one. Got my price that I need on that. You guys comment down below what you think price wise. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to be in the $70 range, $75, somewhere around there. Just, there's not a ton of trimming, but there is quite a bit of mowing. This is the one that's just under an acre, so we'll knock that one out pretty darn quick. I know some of you will say, you know, I get $90 an acre, $100 an acre, $120 an acre. Some people say they'll do it for $50 an acre. Well, guys, you'll find out everybody's prices aren't the same. Everybody's overhead isn't the same. And, you know, if you're a sole proprietor, you can take full advantage. Like that property there, if I was by myself, I would knock that out, no joke, for probably 60 bucks. And that's just because I don't have as much overhead. You know, I'm not paying employees, you know, I'm not paying for a ton of extra stuff that is on the trailer if I'm just a sole proprietor. Now, that comes with pros and that comes with cons. As a sole proprietor, that I learned back in the day, you know, if I had a gout flare up, a kidney stone, anything like that, guess who was playing catch up? This guy right here, okay? So it's not all fun and games. If you guys can at least get one very reliable guy or gal to help you out, make sure you do that. That's extremely hard these days, but you know, you want to, you know, take care of yourself, because you know, you're your number one tool. I've always said that. You know, if you go down, it's all bad. It's all bad. So take care of yourselves. Sole proprietor is cool, man. Don't ever let anybody discourage you as well. There's a lot of guys and gals out here right now that are like, oh, you know, you're not a legit company, man, if you ain't got all these employees and blah, blah, blah. And guys, I will tell you from personal experience, I have sat down with many people that are in charge of very large companies. Just because you're a big company doesn't mean you're making a ton of money, okay? You might gross a lot, but your net at the end of the day, once you pay all those employees, pay for all that equipment, it will eat that stuff up real quick. So, you know, don't look at the big gross number on a company. On what this person's on. Okay, now you're gonna turn. Don't look at the gross number on a company, look at the net, okay? So at the end of the day, it's what you get to keep, it's not what you make. We can't just be running all over the place. You know, early springtime before we get too busy, we can do that kind of stuff, but once it gets into the hot, thick of season, we're not gonna worry about it. Your destination is on the right. Let me look here. Always wanna make sure you're at the right location, guys. I still can't see which one has the address. This is a landscaping job. I just gotta find the address before I go walking. I can't tell if it's this one or that one. All right, so it brought me to this house, but I believe it's actually this one. I just need to find the address. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna move up a little bit real quick, guys. It brought me to this brick one, but it's actually not this one, it's that one down there, the next one. So make sure you pay attention to your GPSs. Your GPSs are not always right, so you have to double check them. Trust me, I have mowed the wrong lawn before. Any of you guys ever done that? I'll admit it. I'll be the first to put my hand up if you can see it. I have mowed the wrong lawn. Like literally you'll think it's that one and right across the street it'll be that one. So we're actually at this little white one right here. No parking without blocking the old driveway. So what I'll do is I would rather just block the customer's driveway than the neighbor's. And yeah, we're gonna walk this one real quick. Like I said, it's a landscaping job. So if nobody answers, I just like to tuck it in right there. Take a look. So beds all need redone. De-weeded. Hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Good, I put a business card up there. Went ahead and just decided to blur this whole section out. Just personal information, name and address and stuff up on the house. Then her kids came out. She's holding a baby and dog came out, and just a lot of things going on there that, you know, I wouldn't want to be on film. So I went ahead and just blurred that whole section.
I know you don't want
Nothing on the right side of the house?
No, there's nothing over
Okay,
there.
Nothing out back then either?
Nope.
Okay.
Back we actually just completely redid and rocked it all, so.
Awesome. All right, I'll work the estimate up a bit later, and I'll send you over a few different options that you can go with. All right, guys, that's my estimates for the day. We got a bunch more stuff to do though. Let's roll. Back here at the house now. TQ made the kids bacon and eggs earlier this morning before I left to do the estimating. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make myself up a quick omelet here. Go ahead and flip it. Boom, bada bing. Go ahead and grab some bacon over here. You guys like your bacon crispy, or do you like it kind of more flimsy? I'm gonna hit it with some Mexican style cheese. Boom, bada bing. Oh, it ripped a little bit, but oh well. Gonna sit down here and like boom, right here we already got another estimate that came in, but I'm done for the day. This one will have to wait till next week. I will touch base with the customer. I want to see here. Okay, so I can actually email this customer back and tell her that we don't offer this service. All right, let's go ahead and try this old omelet out I made here. Let's see what's popping with the old social media here. Alright guys, continuing on this, I guess, day in the life. Don't mind the chickens. I gotta continue some maintenance. Probably gonna get dark here for a second till I get the big door open. Alright guys, so I'm just going to use the trailer gate here real quick. We do this all the time whenever we're out on a job site, especially whenever it's like early spring, super wet, and the deck just starts clogging up and clumping up. We'll go ahead and swap out. Chickens are super curious about what's going on. They love it whenever we drop the grass on the ground. So I'll update you guys with the building here as soon as I get this one done. Alright guys, got the blade swapped on those. Let me grab kind of a quick seat here real quick and I'll fill you guys in with what's going on. I'm gonna sit in Sean Boy's go-kart here real quick. And yeah, I wanted to fill you guys in with what's going on with the building purchase, okay? So guys, we sent over our prices, you guys seen in yesterday's video. They had 48 hours to come back with a decline or whatever. Well, about 24 hours exactly, literally probably 20-30 minutes after I put last night's video up at roughly 7:30, we heard back from the realtor. And the realtor came back and he said, hey, you know, they didn't accept your offer, but they countered with a new offer. And this is the offer. We went through it. I reworked my numbers and I gave them a new number. So they countered us, we countered them. And now they basically have an additional 48 hours to accept it or decline it. So that's good. We're in negotiations, guys. This is really good. We're in negotiations. And I saw some of your guys' concerns yesterday stating, you know, you're going to run yourself into debt. Please know, for one, everything is a risk. Everything. The lawn care business was a risk. The snow removal was a risk. Everything you do in your life is going to be a risk. But if you allow those fears of taking those risks to stop you from making decisions in your life or trying to better yourself, you're never going to get anywhere, or you're just going to be stuck exactly where you're at. And if you're happy with that, that's fine. But I'm not happy with where we're at, okay? I know, guys, long term and with investments and things that we're doing, that at some point we're going to retire from this, okay? And yeah, if, you know, the kids decide, or if we want to hire employees, you know, when we're 60 years old, 20 something years from now, you know, if we wanted to send them out and continue making some money and stuff, we can do that. And that may be an option then. But I'm also thinking about longevity and, you know, not putting in the labor when I'm 60 plus years old, and, you know, being able to actually retire comfortably and travel or whatever me and Savannah want to do once the kids are grown up. And, you know, probably at that point we'll have grandkids or whatever. But I want you guys to know that we do everything with a calculated risk, okay? So there's no guarantee anything's ever going to work. We have never been in this business before. I do know some about this business. I have been around it some. But by no means have I ever owned this business, have I ever marketed this business. But that's the exciting part about it, guys, is you just don't know. And I'm always up for a challenge. I love a challenge. And back when I started the lawn care business, guys, with a push mower, Boland's push mower, a Ford F-150 pickup truck, like a 2000, you know, no blower. I used a push broom and a John Deere weed eater, guys. Everybody told me, what are you doing, man? Go back to college, finish that. I just wasn't happy, guys. I wasn't happy with where I was at. And I knew I wanted more in my life. And over the years, slowly but surely, we achieved that. We invested smartly. The first 6 years, every dime this company pretty much made, we put back into this business, okay? Besides one rental property that I bought, and we actually lived in it for a little bit, and then I ended up selling it off because there was issues there with the neighbors and stuff, you know, not wanting me to rent it out because technically you're not supposed to rent those out, but it is what it is. And so I sold it off, made some money, and moved on from that. But please just know that everything we do is a calculated risk, like everything, okay? Can we fail? It's a possibility. We could absolutely fail with this new business. Am I going to allow it to fail? I'm going to do everything in my possible being to make this thing a success. And the challenge of it is what is really driving me and intriguing me to want to do it, and for Savannah to want to do it. And I'll be honest with you guys, this facility, you know, once it's up to par, should sustain itself easily. As of right now, it's sustaining itself. But nobody ever goes into business just to break even, if you know what I'm saying. So with commercial, industrial, you know, the equity is where the money's at, okay? So basically you buy something, you grow the equity, you fix it up a little bit, and then down the road, hopefully it continues growing in equity, and you know the cap rate's good and all that, and then you can basically either sell it or you know, pull out some equity and invest that into something else. So that's what we're kind of thinking. But just know, guys, we're doing everything properly. We're taking safe chances. And I'll be honest with you guys right now, personal wise, and I can put it up here, I have 0 debt in my name. Savannah, she has just her vehicle in her name. And other than that, guys, everything is financed through the business, okay? So once you're in business a while and you show that, you know, this business makes money, the banks will start to loan to your business, okay? And so now Spencer Lawn Care finances everything, okay? The barn last year when we bought it, or the shed, whatever you want to call it, the mowers when we buy them, everything, all that stuff, guys, if we need to finance it, goes into the business name. I don't hold any responsibility personal-wise, okay? So just know there's ways to do things. You may not be able to always do these things right off the rip, but once your business gets to year 10 like ours, and it shows that, hey, it's making money every single year after a certain point, you know, the banks will loan you money in your business name. The new truck, yes, some of that will be financed, and it's going to be financed in the business name, Spencer Lawn Care LLC. So with that being said, just know we're doing the best we can. That's all I ever think you guys should ever do, is the best you can. As long as you're not hurting anybody, why not take a chance? Why not take a risk in life? No risk, no reward, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I got to get the rest of these mowers out here, get the blades swapped out. As always, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of a day in the life, a little bit all over the place. I didn't get everything, but you know, I got you a lot. TQ out. Peace. Bye.